It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at New Era Field in upstate New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the New York Giants. The Bills' Stephen Hauschka's got this one teed up, and off we go from New Era Field. Takes it at the 7. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Jones. Flushed out right. And his first pass is incomplete.
On the keeper.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Matt Milano on the
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
That's good.
A big play here for Buffalo. 57 yards on the ground.
At the 23-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now the first carry for Zach Moss. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. They run here with Singletary, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Lorenzo Carter on the tackle. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the Giants' 5-yard line.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Again, it'll be Singletary. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Ball carrier.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now
from the gun. Allen escaping the pressure. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him learn, can't relate. Watch his dirt, out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murk, out the gate.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
His pass.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
1st down.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
2nd and 1 at the 11-yard line.
On second down. Here's a run with Singletary. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after one on EA Sports. First and goal from the 6. They'll run here with Moss. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll look to run with Moss. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Zach Moss taking it in as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Saquon Barkley.
It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 45 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And that'll set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, Jones. His throw caught at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First and
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Will try to punch it in, and he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD.
Touchdown.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's the All-Pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. First grab so far for Diggs. It's a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
39-yard line.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
5-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Forced out to his left. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
first down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On first down, Allen. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley there to make the grab. And the Bills have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The incomplete pass. Here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jones. And Ingram holds it in. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram. As the first half is winding down. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Gano the extra point. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
48-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. It's caught. inside the 25. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big connection on that one. And even 40 yards.
Down, New York.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get. And you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Andre Roberts now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Singletary.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Allen. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Devin Singletary there. And it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
And Diggs has it. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
44-yard line.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Allen. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
The quarterback taken.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They're going to try and throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. But being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a 1st down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Backside guys, man, that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
17-yard line.
On 1st down, Singletary. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Leonard Williams.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now they'll throw with Allen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
By the Giants.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38-yard
line.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 8 yards there. First down, New York. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Jones now throwing on 4th down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now Jones on 1st and 10, looking for Shepard deep. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
The ball carrier. He's brought down by Jabril Peppers. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and 7. Allen is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's out right at the 25.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. Lorenzo Carter able to get him for a loss of about 3.
At the 22-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Allen's throw is complete, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Giants 44-yard line.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Allen. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. They'll go to Barkley again. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and it was